scratch that. Alright, so today we're gonna try and take some accessories off of the car. That's gonna be the power steering, the AC, and the water pump, I believe. This is going in the E30. Hopefully this isn't the 535 engine that has the power steering that also controls the suspension, because then I'd have to source a power steering bracket from a E28 535 or 525 or 528, whichever one. Which there is one over here in San Jose, but I'm just fingers crossed hoping that it's just not that one. So we're gonna head over there now and take care of some of those accessories off the engine. All right, so we're here now at the unit. I'm gonna show you the tools I'm working with and what the plan of action is, but more or less, we're trying to get rid of a lot of these front accessories so we can just have bare bones engine. We're just gonna have the block, then the cylinder head. Everything else is gonna be taken off. I was worried about this power steering pump, but it is it's the proper one that I do need. These little fins right here are the ones for that's not connected to the suspension. We're gonna take the alternator, power steering, clutch fan, AC condenser, spark plug wires, intake. I'm gonna try and take as much of these things off. Take as much things off the car as we can. Right now I'm recording this with the DG. I don't even know what this thing is called. I'll probably put it down there. I got a tripod down there. I have these I don't even know what these were called, but like they help taking things off a lot easier. Camera. I'm not used to using a gimbal, as you can tell. And then I have this Stanley magnetic wall light. This is gonna help me because there's no light in my storage unit, so you know, sometimes things happen like that. But essentially I'm gonna have it on the wall. Turn it down this way so that it can point down towards what I'm working on, you know? So now it looks nice and illuminated so I can see what I'm doing. I'll leave the link in the description to all the tools I'm using. But other than that, we're gonna get busy. Well, we got most of the accessories off. The AC is off, the fan clutch is off, power steering is off, and the alternator is off. My battery's at 20% on the phone, so it cut off probably before the full time lapse is finished, and I'm having like an allergic reaction to something right now. So I got most of the stuff I wanted to do. I just have to organize the screws and whatnot. Got the engine mounts off too, and it started peeing a little bit. But that's it over there. That's all three. That's the AC, it's the power steering, and that's the alternator. Oh, that's the alternator. That's the AC compressor, that's the power steering. So I'm gonna put the bolts in some Ziplocs, keep them together so that everything is, you know, when it's time to put back on the engine, everything will be fine. I had to get the motor mount off on the driver's side of the engine. I ended up having to take the oil filter off, and because it hooks on over the dipstick and mounts to those 1, 2, 3, and I think there's a fourth one up on behind there. But to get the engine mount off, you have to take the fuel filter off, and then take the fuel filter over, and then take the engine mount off of that. So all of the day's work. I got here on 1. It's like 3 something right now. So we got what we needed off today, and then maybe tomorrow I'm gonna tackle the top, which is gonna be I forgot what these are called. Wow. The distributor, the intake, the wiring harness, the coolant lines and hose. I might take the coolant hoses off now because, you know, anyway. I'm gonna take all that stuff off tomorrow. The hose I'll take off today, but for now we did everything we could for today.